easy, guys. Standing guard position. My partner will normally go collar and sleeve control. Just as a general rule, I'll explain it to you, right? Is if my partner hasn't got the collar control and they do have sleeve control, I can still stand up because there's nothing from stopping me from standing. So the most common thing that people are going to do is always going to get the collar, pull me down so my weight's on my hands, and then they can get the sleeve control. Does that kind of make sense? Where if Emma just kind of goes to sleeve control from here, there's nothing to stop me from standing up because my posture and my base isn't compromised. Does everyone get that? Okay. So first thing is I have my knees nice and wide, hips 2 on 1. Okay. Don't pull it forward because that's why she wants to pull me. Okay. So all I'm going to do is push it down. Right, so I'm trying to push the hand down. CPR, just like you're trying to push your fart out of your partner.
I'm not farted.
Okay, that's good.
Not farted. Laid off the protein.
You had a bar last night, baby. So on the side that I'm holding, right, I try and keep it nice and tight, and I'm bouncing off her stomach. And on that side, I come up because she can't go my leg on that side. Does that kind of make sense? Okay, come up from here, push backwards, and just start to pull our knee through. So we're going to go to what we call knee cutter guard pass. Right now is I've got to make sure my hip line's in front of this knee. I don't want a knee line in front. If it does come to here, we will have a look at it as well. But I do want to kind of get my hip line in front, so it kind of means that my hips are rotating forward to put pressure onto the hips. And again. So inside the full guard, knees wide, nice control, grip break, down, 1, 2, push the knee, and the knee goes through. Real simple. 1, 2, 3. So one of the things that I want to concentrate on is if I have my toes engaged, my weight by default is going forwards because it's very hard for me to put my bottom to the ground. Where I have my toes flat, by default my weight's going backwards. So what everyone kind of does is I think I'm going to stand, so they go here before they stand. My weight's going forwards, which is really easy for Emma to compromise my base. So when I have my toes flat, I get to the position. As Emma goes to grip, and whether she does grip or not, boom, push it out, control. Now think about it this way, I now come to my toes. But see what I've counted with my head? So I'm not coming to my toes here where my weight is going forward. So what I try and do is when I'm back, I go rock backwards, come to my toes. So if Emma pulls forward, it doesn't really disrupt my balance. My head's high. When I'm stepping up, the second thing I see people do is I step up like that. You're about to get swept, like it's really easy for your partner to sweep you. So what I want to do once going is here, try and step and I was squeezing the hip. Uncomfortable, but I now have a really good base on my partner. So when I'm stepping up, right, it's kind of like I'm going here, head high, squeeze it in. So as I'm standing, this is going to put my partner offside, which makes it even easier. So I'm kind of like reaping the leg, but I'm not reaping it. It's going to make it easy for me to put my knee through. Right, once I'm here, I want my partner to carry my weight, so I'm kind of squatting my weight down, not over, squatting my weight down. Right? And really easy, guys. Get control. I'm going to sit here for a little bit and see which way my partner reacts. So they'll kind of dictate the way that we're going to pass the guard. Let's do that, guys. Some more details. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to contradict what I've just said, and I'm going to contradict it again in a second. Mainly because there's no hard and fast rules. So knees down from here, gets the grips, CPR, like we're pushing down. When I step up, my knee squeezes onto the hip like I'm trying to reap it. It's not a reap because it's nowhere near reaping, but I'm just compromising hip. What this does, it minimises her ability to get a hip to the ground to back sweep because I've squeezed it, just so we know. It also means that I have the ability to rotate hip, which makes this leg weaker, weaker, so I can open it more. Okay, so down, okay, I've engaged shoulders back, head high, step up, knee squeeze, and this is pretty much what's happening is like the legs can become quite weak. So I'm kind of almost slamming to do a knee ride on my partner from inside the guard. That's the principle behind it. I stand up, not here. The downfall about it is that if I'm passing to my left to Mel's right, she can put what I call assets or roadblocks in the way. Knees, feet, hands, shoulders, elbows. The downfall though is if I let go of this, she gets free reign of it as well. Like she can now grab my ankle and we're back into the game. And I don't want to kind of go, hey, you know, make an educated decision what's going to be really good for you and possibly bad for me. So we're going to go like this. Now this is the hardest part. Step backwards, cross my knee and slice to the opposite side. Because she has no assets on that side. And once I clear the knee line, she can't bring the knee back in because I've pushed it. So I'm knee slicing across. I'm going back the other way. I kind of want my partner to think I'm passing this side of the asset or their assets and roadblocks up on that side, but I pass the opposite way. So this does require a little bit of balance point. Here, knees nice and wide, so I've got a really good base here. When I'm ready to engage my toes, I'm still back, so if Mel does try to put me forward, you know, like my base, like it's quite a strong base. When I step up, I'm knee riding from inside the guard. So think about it this way, step up, put my knee through, compromise, post, step back. Knee, unhook, slice. So she can't capture the half guard. Right, step. I know she's going to turn to try and capture the half guard. So she turns. While putting your foot on the ground, it enables me to step off. And I get a really nice guard pass. Secondly, I have the unhook and I'm on the inside position. But everyone kind of goes, she has a frame. This is other contradiction. She has a frame because she's on the inside position, but I've already passed the guard. So the frame system becomes a defensive thing, not an offensive thing. So I'm happy she put the frames go to me. I'm like, okay, well, I've passed your guard. If you want to hold me here with your frame, that's fine. So there's two schools of thought, like you know, we don't want to get to the inside position, but if I'm passing the guard and getting my points to control and she gets inside, right now I'm happy to take the pass. Okay. A lot of details there, guys, I'm sorry. Just kind of end of the week, Thursday, then it's Friday, yeah. Saturday, Sunday, what? Grabs my key. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! I was in tune then as well.
If you say so. No one would know.
Yeah, not like you do choir or orchestra or musical instruments, like 12 of them or anything. And the family's amazing. And step up, post, step back. So I've got the space, switch my knee, inside position, slide. So she can't catch the half cut. And the more that she, and I'm quite painful here as well. Everywhere actually. So compress, slide through, and she gets inside position. 1, 2, 3. Okay, real easy. Look, guys. Full guard. 2 things I need to monitor. There's 2 majors I need to monitor. Number 1 is her leg position. If her leg position is high under my armpits, she's going for a submission. This also breaks me down, so it's easier, collar choke, arm bar, triangle, etc. If her hips are generally lower, she's going for a sweep. Rule number 1. So I need to acknowledge, does everyone understand that or not really? Because if her hips are low and I put my hand out here and she goes for an arm bar, by the time she swings, her hip position versus my elbow, it's too low. If her hips are low, anytime I step backwards, she's below my center of gravity, which is easy to sweep. So for those of you that kind of playing guard, like you have to, if you're going for a sweep or you're going for an arm bar, your hip positions will dictate. There's not much point going for an arm bar if your hips are low to the ground. Okay, so number 1 is when I'm doing this, I kind of want her hips a bit higher on my back than lower. That sounds weird. Okay, but I want higher, right? So the way I normally do this is, you think about it this way, is I'm going to go from here, I shove my right leg 45 degrees backwards, my left knee goes in. Now, I catch stretch. So as I catch stretch, she either opens her legs or she brings her legs high. Pretty easy. And most people are really stubborn, so they won't bring their legs high, they'll just undo their legs. It's really weird. Like, all you have to do is just bring your legs high and you still got your gut. In fact, if Mel puts her legs really high under my armpits, I can slide backwards really far and I'm still inside her guard. Like, you know, and this is a major issue for me. Like, man, I'm stuck. Where if she puts her legs low, I go here and the legs are open. Okay, so bearing that in mind, okay, right leg goes 45 degrees backwards. I put a wedge so she can't follow me. Catch stretch. So I step low and I try and shove like her legs up higher on my back. People think that I'm trying to push the legs backwards, but their legs are generally stronger than mine. Just turn your off. So once again, the higher legs is where I want them. Okay, so once again, contradiction. I said we're going to go. So I put my right leg out 45 degrees, so I have space. My left leg goes as a wedge or a block, so she can't follow me. And what I try to do, I'm trying to go like a cat stretch. So I'm trying to go nice and low, so that most people, the two choices, if she opens up the guard, I'm good to go. If she kind of rehashes and walks up high, I come up and my knee goes through, because I've got the space to bring my knee through. So either way, I'm in a good position to start to go through my pass. Once again, hand on the ground, smash my knee across the body, come through for the guard pass. Right, so this is a wood splitter guard pass to knee cutter guard pass. So again, inside the full guard, for me personally, like I see people, okay, I'll slide backwards, and she just follows me. Slide backwards. Man, now this is annoying, right? So, 45, bop, knee in, catch stretch to either put pressure on the ankles or for her to rehash her guard. Either one doing the same thing. Cool, thank you. Now, my hips are free to move, and I can just no slice through the guard. Easy. Leave the legs open. So if the legs open, right, so here, 45 degrees, wedge up the butt, catch stretch, and they open. Okay, so completely different. Come up on your foot, knee smash, and pass the guard. Regardless, I'm doing the same pass, whether her legs are high or whether her legs are low. I don't need to be creative. Jiu-jitsu is really easy, you just have to do it right. Okay, so from here again.
That's it. It's so easy.
45 degrees, knee in the butt, and catch stretch, and I'll let her decide. Right, legs are open, push down, because I know she can't arm bar me. Once again, my elbows are too far backwards. Knee comes up, knee goes down, get the underhook. I need this. Head on this side, not head on that side, otherwise she'll roll me. Pass guard. And I kind of like make them feel like they're doing something. Yeah, like, oh, come on, you almost got it. Oh, you're so close. Good work, though.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. 100% guaranteed. Everything has a chink in the armor. Everything is either susceptible to a rear guard, a sweep, or a submission. And as long as when you're going to that area where you're susceptible and you understand what the possibilities are, you can deal with it. To the stage where if I'm going to that position and I see my partner setting up the counter, I'd backstep and go back and deal with it there and then go forward again. I wouldn't kind of go, like most things in life, I'll deal with it at some stage later. You need to deal with it down the path straight away, or you need to deal with it straight away, not down the path. So Emma's inside my guard, and we're just going to have a quick look at this. This is mine. This is my counter. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Okay, so Emma starts off with the knee slice guard pass. This is one of the things we play all the time. Comes up, knee slices, and has the knee goes across the body. From here, it says, watch this. Nudge up the ass, and come up the back. She's going that way, my knee's behind her. Use what you have, the asset that you have. So again, from here.
Do you want me to just knee slice that side or?
It doesn't matter, buddy. You can do whatever you want
I
to
don't
do.
know if it's
Okay, so we're here, so it starts off, knee starts, so as the knee pops and comes around the side, like I said, we're going to deal with it. I know that my bottom leg here right now is compromised because her weight's on, she has the underhook. So there's not much point trying to frame because I'm giving her the inside position. But if I can, I'm going to go, so if I can turn my knee and bring my knee forward, it gives me that pass where she almost goes past my body and her weight comes off me, and I have the ability to try and at least scramble or counter. The more that she gets the underhook, the more she loses her post, and the better it is for me on the knee up the arse. Right? One more time. the part that I see people do, which is really cool, they're doing it really good. So they knee split guard pass from these. What they try to do is their knees facing this way, and they try, but there's no purchase. So what I try and do is I try and just turn, and that'll give her a really good underhook. And now nudge, and because she has underhook, it gives me the ability to start to come up and come over the top. Right. The second one, and that's I love that. That's one of my favourite ones I like to do. The next one, just go nice and light again, is and goes to knee cutter guard pass again. So knee cutter guard pass. She's here. Knee cutter guard pass is. What I try to do from here is I try and shoot my hand across to my bottom knee. You know, it's a matrix style. So I try and shoot my hand across to my bottom knee. So I've trapped her leg. So that allows me once again, because she can't complete the guard pass because I've blocked the knee out. Asma, come through. So as she knee cuts guard pass. So a lot of time we see, you know, the frame system up here, but this is great for her underhook. This is good for everything. Where if I just go to here, pass guard. Right, so that, yeah, that's kind of one of the things like I'm wanting you to pass the guard, but because you have the underhook, as you're passing, you're technically turning me over. And because it doesn't seem like a threat, but I've taken the leg up that you need to pass the guard, you kind of almost roll me to my knees by passing the guard. One more time. When I first started this, I used to get to the hip, but what I found was that sometimes the hip was too far away, or that they could pick up my arm and almost like arm bar me from here. So I found if I just went low, and like she's kind of like, oh, you know, what an idiot. You know, so I'm here and I'm just going to go cool. So as she passes guard, so see how her shoulder's dragging me? Okay, let's have a shot. 1, 2, 3.